late binding or dynamic binding. Late binding or dynamic binding. So compile time polymorphism, early binding or a static binding. Runtime polymorphism, late binding or a dynamic binding. Okay, now so here the method implementation, the method implementation so which method implementation will get executed is decided by the JVM, will decided by the JVM at runtime. JVM at runtime. Okay, now so I'll explain. Okay, now you no need to worry. I'll explain. Let me create a class called as an vehicle. Class called as an vehicle. So this vehicle class has one method, public void start method. System dot out dot println vehicle start. Vehicle start. Done. So next, I will create a one more class. Class bike extends vehicle. Class bike extends vehicle. The same method I am overriding here. Public overriding means method name should be same. Public void start. I am changing the implementation here. I am changing the implementation. What is the implementation? System dot out dot println bike start. Bike start. Next, I will create a one more class. Class car extends vehicle. Extends vehicle. Open bracket, close bracket, public void. Same method I'm going to override here. Start. The runtime polymorphism we can achieve with the help of three things. First one is an method overriding. Second one is an extends, which means in inheritance. And third one we have something called as an upcasting. If you're really good at these three topics, the runtime polymorphism becomes a very easy concept. If you don't know one concept out of these three, it becomes very difficult to understand it here. So that is the reason I took very slow. What is the implementation here? System dot out dot println bike start. Bike start. Done. Now observe very clearly. Let me create here one more class. Class called as a driver. Class called as a driver. Main method. Open bracket. Now upcasting, which means create object for an, it means an yeah, just a minute. Yeah, so here Create object for the subclass. So what is the subclass here? For a vehicle class, we have a two subclasses. For a vehicle class, we have a two subclasses. What are those? We have a bike class and we have a car class. Okay, now to new bike, new bike. I'm storing this reference into super class called as a vehicle. Vehicle V. Okay, now if I try to call, v dot start, can you please think and tell me what is my output here? Guys, am I audible? Oh my god. So we'll do the program, okay now, so that you will get it in a clarity. So class vehicle. So this vehicle class contains an public void start method. Start. Vehicle start. Hey, what is the vehicle spelling like? VECHICL. Correct, Ashora? Okay. Thank you. Sometimes I'm bad at spelling, guys. I don't know why. Yeah. So I'm going to create a one more class called as a bike. I'm going to create a one more class called as a bike. Done. Just a minute. Yeah. So I'm overriding the implementation here. Public void start system.out.println bike starts. Bike start extends vehicle. Extension vehicle. Annotation override. Annotation override. So we have a one more class called as car class. Let me create a class called as car. So this car class extends vehicle and method public void start. Car starts. Okay. Override. So here we have a first a vehicle class, correct? And then we have a bike class, and then we have a car class here. Done. Observe very carefully. Okay, now observe very carefully. This vehicle class has a super class. For that super class, we have two subclasses, bike and car. Okay, now. So I will create a one more class here now. Just a minute. Create a class called as a driver. So this driver class has a main method. This driver class has a main method. Okay, now create object for a subclass. New bike and store it reference into a vehicle type. Vehicle V. Now I am calling the implementation. I am calling the start method. start method. Which method will get executed? Can you please think and tell me what is my output? I will get bike start or I will get a start method. I mean, I will get an vehicle start or a bike start. Yeah. Now, neatly think and tell me. Will I get a vehicle start or a bike start? Okay. If I try to execute, what is my output? I, yeah. If I try to execute, what is my output? I will get bike starts. Oh, why I'm getting a bike start? Sir, we are upcasting now, sir. So why I'm getting in bike start, sir? Why I'm getting in subclass reference, sir? I'll tell you now, guys. When we try to call the overridden method implementation on the superclass reference. When you try to call overridden method, what is the overridden method here? Start method. When you try to call overridden method implementation, when you try to call overridden method on a superclass reference, that is decided by the which subclass acting upon it. Now, what is the subclass acting upon it here? Bike. So that is the reason I am getting a bike class implementation. So this is decided by the JVM during runtime. Runtime is right hand side. So what is the right hand side here? We have bike class. That is the reason we will get an bike class implementation. Now, if I try to call same vehicle V1 is equal to new car. Now, this time, which method? If I try to call a start method, V1 start. Yeah, V1 start. If I try to call a V1 start, which method will get implementation? Now, I am calling the overridden method. What is the overridden method here? Start method. I am calling the overridden method on superclass reference type. What is the superclass reference type? V1. So, which subclass acting upon it here? Which subclass acting upon it? Car class. So that is the reason I will get implementation on the car stats. So this process is out of all these method, which method implementation will get executed? It depends on the which subclass acting upon it. It is decided by the JVM during runtime, not compilation time. During runtime. So this this we can call it as a runtime polymorphism. This we can call it as a runtime polymorphism. So runtime polymorphism in the sense, just a minute. A runtime polymorphism sense when you call overridden method on the superclass reference. When overridden method on the superclass reference. So what is the method here? Start method. When you call overridden method on the superclass reference, on the superclass reference get executed is decided by the which subclass acting upon it. Which subclass acting upon it. That will get decided by the JVM during runtime. Understood? Understood, everyone? Oh, you think and tell me. If anyone is facing difficulty, please let me know because the concept is very important here. Everyone understood? No doubts. If anyone facing any difficulty, see. Guys, am I audible? Yeah, I know that. See. What is the overridden method here? we have a start method is an overridden method. Correct? We have a start is an overridden method. When you try to call this overridden method on the superclass reference, when you try to call this overridden method on the superclass reference, which method implementation will get executed is decided by the which subclass acting upon it. Which subclass acting upon it, that will get decided by the JVM during runtime. During runtime. Now I'll give a one simple clarity. Okay, now I will give on a simple clarity. Okay, now. So let me take here a father. Okay, now let me take here a father and here our three children. Three children. Okay, now father class, son 1, son 2, and son 3. Okay, now. So father has something called as an bike. Okay, now what is the color? System dot out dot println. Color is in red. Okay, bike color is red. Now first son 1 is try to take a bike. Son 1 is try to take a bike, which means first you should achieve an easy relationship. Okay, now easy relationship, which means a method. In a son 1 class, the method will get overdone. So what is the implementation? He will change. What is the color is? His change to color is black. Okay, now next son 2 will take the bike and he will change the bike color. Bike system.out.println blue. Okay, very good. Next, son 3 will take this bike and he will change the color of that bike. Okay, now system.out.println give you one color, black, blue, white. White color bike. Let me take a gray color. Okay, red is already done. Now, so here we have two things here. First one is an easy relationship, and second one is an overdone method. Method overridden concept. Okay, now. So we can achieve this method, or we can achieve this runtime polymorphism with the help of three things. What is the three things? First one is in inheritance. First one is in inheritance. Second one is in method overriding. Method overriding. Third one is an upcasting. Third one is an upcasting. Done. Now, let me write a code here. Let me write a code. What is the overridden method here? What is the overridden method here we have in this diagram? Bike, correct? When you try to call, first I'm going to create a father f is equal to a new son 1. New son 1. Now I am calling this overridden method on the superclass reference. What is the superclass reference here? F. F dot bike. F dot bike. When you try to call overridden method on the superclass reference, the implementation, which implementation will get executed, it depends on the which subclass acting upon it. What is the subclass acting upon it? Sun 1, Sun 2, or Sun 3? Sun 1 is the acting, correct? So that is the reason we will get output as in black. That is the reason we will get output as in black. So that is decided by the JVM during runtime. During runtime. That is the reason we can call it as a runtime polymorphism. Runtime polymorphism in the sense, so when we try to call a overridden method on the superclass reference, when you try to call overridden method on the superclass reference type, the method implementation will get executed is decided by the which subclass acting upon it. That will decided by the JVM during runtime. Now if I try to call further f1 is equal to a sun 3, new sun 3, when you try to call f1 dot by, which method will get executed? Will I get a blue block or gray? 100% I will get a gray. Why? Because which subclass acting upon it here? I am calling the bike method on the superclass reference, but which subclass acting upon it here in right hand side? Sun 3 class is acting upon it. That is the reason we will get gray color as an output. Understood? Understood everyone? So what is method overriding? I mean, what is runtime polymorphism in the sense where it is? Yeah. See, runtime polymorphism means when we try to call, when we call overridden method, when we try to call overridden method on superclass reference, the method implementation, will get executed, is decided by which subclass acting upon it, is decided by JVM during runtime. During runtime is known as a method, is known as a runtime polymorphism. Understood everyone? Yes or no? Okay, I will give one more example. Okay, now I will give one more example. You no need to worry, guys. I know I'll make you all to understand the topic. So let me take one more diagram. For this diagram, we have to write a code. Okay, now. Okay. So this is an employee. This is an employee. So employee has a work method. Okay, now. So system.out.println working. Working. Now, so what I want to do here, I need to achieve something called as runtime polymorphism. Something called as a runtime polymorphism. In order to achieve that runtime polymorphism, what is the mandatory things? First one is an inheritance. Very good. Second one, method overriding. Third one, upcasting. These are all the three prerequisite mandatory things in order to achieve this runtime polymorphism. Now, here we have a first person called as a developer. Okay, now. So developer. So second one is an tester. Third one is an HR. So what I'm going to do is, first I need to achieve an inheritance. I'm going to achieve an inheritance. Okay, now, after achieving that inheritance, what is the second thing? Method overriding. Method overriding means the method name should be same. I'm going to acquiring the method with the same name, work method, and change the implementation. What is the developer work? Developing an application. Developing an application. Next, tester, same work method, system.out.println, testing the application, testing. Next, HR, same work method, and what is the HR work? Hiring, correct? Hiring. So these are all the three methods. Now, what is the method overriding definition? When you try to call, just a minute, yeah. When you try to call, first let me achieve an employee E is equal to employee E is equal to new tester. So when we try to call a overridden method on the superclass reference, E dot what is the method overridden here? Work method. E dot work. Which method will get executed? What is my output? What is my implementation? Will I get developing an application or testing or hiring? Testing. So when we try to call a overridden method on the superclass reference, the method implementation will get executed is decided by, the which subclass is acting upon it. That will get decided by the JVM during runtime. Now, same thing, E dot. So I'm going to create a new developer. E dot work method. Which method will get executed? What is my implementation? Will get developing an application as an implementation. Correct? Developing implementation. Now, for this requirement, we have to write a code. Okay. Observe very carefully. Okay, now, or else I'll kill you later, because the topic is very important. Employee class is already there. Where it is? Employee public void work method. Working. Employee is working. Done. Next, create a class called as the developer. So that fellow developer is extends to employee and override the method public void work method. Developing an application or developing an application. Next, class called as a tester. Extends employee public void work method. Testing an application. Next class called as an HR. Extends employee public void work method hiring override developer HR and tester. Okay, here we have an employee. Under employee, total how many types? Yeah, first one is then developer and HR and tester, right? Yeah. Okay. Let me create a class called as a uh, test class. Test class is a demo. Done. Now, in this demo class, yeah, in this demo class, create a main method, create an object for employee E. That's it. Employee E dot new where it is. Yeah. E is equal to new developer E dot work method. What is my output? Which subclass is acting upon it? Developer. Correct. Then what is my implementation? Developing an application. In the same way here, E is equal to new tester E dot work method. See, if I try to execute, what is my output? First is the developing an application, then testing an application. See, which subclass is acting upon it? Correct. Testing class, tester class. Now, E is equal to new HR. Correct. Now, E dot work method. If I try to call, which method will get implemented, executed? HR. First developing an application, and then testing an application, and then hiring. So this we can call it as a runtime polymorphism, which means I am calling the overdone method on the superclass reference. So that method will get executed is decided by the which subclass is acting upon it. Which subclass is acting upon it. Understood, everyone? I want everyone to answer my question. Understood? Yes or no? Is it clear? Okay, ma'am. That thing we'll discuss later, Vijay. Okay, now. So as of now, we should write these points. Give heading as runtime polymorphism. You should take a photo. No need to write. You should take a photo. Later you have to write it because now I have other session. It's already 9. So let's scroll. Done. Now you should take a photo of these classes. First, you should take an just a minute. I'll give it in a different way. First, you should take an employee class photo. Done. Next, tester class photo. Next, HR class photo. Next, developer class. Then next, demo. Then completed. And this is the definition here. Done. Understood, everyone? Yes or no? Hey, oops concepts are already started. Vijay, we are done with an encapsulation. We are done with an inheritance. We are done with a polymorphism. We are done with an upcasting and downcasting, generalization, specialization. And next, we have only 3 topics. What are those? Abstract, abstraction, interface. That's it. Only 3 topics are left out, guys. That too very simple topics and very important topics. None. So this is all about today's session. Remaining we discuss. Monday notes I'll give a bit later, ma. Okay. So have a good day, guys. So take care. Bye bye. So if you have any doubts, just ask it. Syllabus copy I'll send you later, Vijay. Okay, na. Tomorrow, day after tomorrow, I need to write that syllabus copy. Okay, so this is all about it. So no doubts, I think. Like, you don't need to worry about notes. Like, you just write the running points. That is more than enough. Whatever the points here I'm writing now, so you have to write all those running points, and you have to listen the class carefully. That's it. Why you guys are asking for the notes every time? Done. Okay, guys. Bye bye. Take care. Have a good day.